Hi there, my name is Richard McMunn from the interview training website passmyinterview.com, and in this tutorial I will teach you how to pass a dietitian interview. So if you are applying to become a dietitian with any healthcare organisation or NHS trust, make sure you stay tuned because I promise to help you pass your interview. And to achieve that goal, this is what I will cover during this presentation. So I will give you a list of dietitian interview questions that I strongly recommend you prepare for. I will then give you top scoring example answers to all of the interview questions. I will then move on and give you some really important tips to help you be the standout candidate during your dietitian interview, before finally telling you how you can download my full set of 26 dietitian interview questions and top scoring answers, including the ones we are going to work through together during this presentation. So the first dietitian interview question that I strongly recommend you prepare for is, tell me about yourself. Now, in your response, talk about the different skills and qualities you have that make you a competent dietitian. And also, make sure you reference your ability to positively educate and influence your patients and clients in your answer. So here's my example response to help you. Tell me about yourself. Here we go. I am a passionate, reliable and hard-working dietitian who possesses the depth of knowledge and experience that always has a positive impact on the patients and clients under my care. Over the years, I have worked in various roles where the need to work under pressure, manage a large workload and adhere to strict guidelines and working practices has been the norm. As a dietitian, I pride myself on being able to successfully educate and influence people to develop strong habits that have a long-lasting positive influence on their lives. Now, if you hire me as a dietitian, I will always take responsibility for my ongoing professional development, and I will be available to work the hours needed to meet the needs of your patients and clients. That is a very strong and confident answer to that first dietitian interview question, tell me about yourself, that sets you up with confidence for the rest of your interview. Here is the next question that I want you to prepare for. Why do you want to be a dietitian? Now, this interview question is assessing your motivations for being a dietitian. In your answer, talk about your passion for making a difference to people's lives and how your values are aligned to the role of a dietitian and the healthcare sector in general. So here's my example answer to help you. Why do you want to be a dietitian? Here we go. I want to be a dietitian because I get to have a positive impact on people's lives in the role. Having studied nutrition and human behaviour for several years, I have an understanding of people's habits and how these can be changed. I also want to be a dietitian because I am fortunate enough to possess strong communication and interpersonal skills. And this is a role where they can be put to good use whilst educating and influencing patients and clients. Finally, I want to be a dietitian because you must meet rigorous compliance standards to carry out your work to a competent standard. I am the type of person who wants to work to high standards, and the role of a dietitian suits my personality and my values. That's another really good answer that's going to help you pass your dietitian interview. Now, don't go anywhere because I still have more questions and answers to give you. But when you're ready, click that link in the top right-hand corner of the video. Head through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can download my full set of 26 dietitian interview questions and top scoring answers, including the ones we are covering today during this presentation. But here's the next question to help you pass your interview. What are the most important skills and qualities needed to be a competent dietitian? Now, this interview question is clearly assessing your understanding and knowledge of the job description. So make sure you give an in-depth answer that shows you fully understand the different responsibilities you will have as a dietitian for their organisation. Here's my example answer to help you. What are the most important skills and qualities needed to be a competent dietitian? To be effective as a dietitian, you need numerous skills and qualities. Now, these include having a genuine passion and interest in the scientific aspects of nutrition, the impact of food on the body and mind, and most importantly, human behaviour. You need to genuinely want to work in a care-based environment, be able to work under pressure, possess exceptional communication skills, and have the ability to explain complex processes and ideas to patients and clients in a simple but effective manner. Other important skills and qualities include being able to influence people, having good organisational and planning capabilities, being able to manage a large workload, and prioritising your workload based on the needs of your patients and clients. Finally, having a caring and compassionate approach is vital, along with the ability to deal with sensitive issues whilst keeping yourself updated with current nutritional information and working practices. Wow, that is another really good answer that is guaranteed to impress the person who is interviewing you. Here is the next question. How would you deal with a difficult or non-compliant patient? Now, this is a difficult interview question to answer, but it is likely to come up during your dietitian interview. Make sure you give an in-depth answer that shows you have the skills and expertise to influence your patients and clients. So here's my example answer to help you. How would you deal with a difficult or non-compliant patient? Here we go. I genuinely believe that a good working environment that is based on trust and proven results can have a positive impact on a patient's behaviour. It is important to listen to the patient's concerns and objections and discuss these with them in an open and non-judgmental manner. I believe it's important to encourage small steps and when progress is made to praise the patient, because praise can help to develop good habits and positive change over time. I also believe it is important to start with the basics and teach the patient the meaning of words such as protein, carbohydrate and calorie, etc. A proper understanding of these words is vital if a dietitian is going to instill good habits and ultimately long-lasting change. I would also always strive to use positive case studies and social proof of any previous patients I've worked with who have managed to change their lives and long-term health. Because if a patient can see in real terms what success looks like, they are more likely to achieve it. And finally, where possible, I would make myself available for the patient to contact me if they felt they were falling into bad habits, because this would enable me to offer the right level of support and advice at the right time. That's a really good answer to that difficult dietitian interview question. Here is the next interview question that I recommend you prepare for. How would you counsel someone with a language barrier? Again, this is a really difficult dietitian interview question to answer correctly, but it is designed to assess the level of skill and competence you have. My advice is to talk about the different approaches you would take to ensure your teaching and advice is understood and followed by the patient or the client. So here's another great top scoring answer to help you pass your interview. How would you counsel someone with a language barrier? Here we go. I would start out by defining clear objectives of what it is I wanted to teach. Now, this would enable me to create a plan as to how I was going to overcome the language barrier. I would assess their level of understanding and utilise simple and clear instructions that took advantage of visual aids, drawings and diagrams. I would take my time, place no pressure on the patient and confirm they fully understood the objective I was teaching. And finally, where possible, I would use practical demonstrations and examples to enhance my teaching and to make it easier for the patient or client to understand. So that's another really good answer to that tricky dietitian interview question. How would you counsel someone with a language barrier? Here's the next question. What do you expect to be doing on a daily basis as a dietitian? Now, it is important when answering this common dietitian interview question that you give a response that shows you fully understand the many and varied responsibilities you are going to have in the role. Here's another great answer to help you. What do you expect to be doing on a daily basis as a dietitian? Here we go. I will have many duties and responsibilities, including carrying out nutritional assessments of clients and patients, educating patients on how to deal with diet-related disorders and how to lead healthier lives. I will also be required to liaise with other healthcare professionals to provide advice and expert opinions, devise and create nutrition plans, run educational groups and clinics, and generally promote healthy nutritional habits during my work. I will be required to work as a multidisciplinary healthcare team, attend continuous training development seminars and courses, and keep and maintain accurate healthcare records of patients in accordance with guidelines and confidentiality protocols. So that's another really good answer. And you can see all of these responses are really going to help you to pass your interview. So the next thing I want you to do is click that link right now in the top right hand corner of the video. Head through to my website, passmyinterview.com, and you can download my full set of 26 dietitian interview questions and top scoring answers, including the ones we have covered today during this tutorial. It's a fantastic resource. You can have it within your inbox within 2 minutes from now, and it's guaranteed to help you be the standout candidate during your dietitian interview. Also, on that webpage, I have created some really important tips, some additional tips that you are going to want to read. Again, they're going to help you to pass your interview. Make sure you check those out. Finally, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I can then help you pass every job interview you ever attend and also progress throughout your career. Please make sure you give the video a like because that motivates me to create more content for you. And please connect with me on LinkedIn. I've put my LinkedIn link in the description below the video. It's always good to connect with like-minded professionals such as yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best, the very best, for passing your dietitian interview. Have a great day.